Hey, I'm Andy, and today I'm going to be reacting to another FLEEKAZOID video. This one is titled, Why Space Marine 2 Will Supersize Your Nuts. Space Marine 2 review. So, I haven't heard much about this game, other than, like, but before the game came out, like, people were kind of worried because one of the lead writers was had like an interesting past, so to say, and they were worried about it, but then once the game came out, people really liked it, and some journalists didn't, but journalist is journalist. And yeah, the only experience I had with Space Marine was I played the original one, Space Marine 1, on a service called OnLive, but I had like university connection, so it wasn't that bad, but I didn't really finish it. Maybe I should get back to finishing it first, because I do really want to get this one as well, but I feel like I'll miss out on some stuff if I didn't finish the first one. So anyways, let's just get started. And there's a disclaimer here. If you know the Warhammer 40k lore, which I don't, this video will likely give you an aneurysm. Also spoilers. Okay.
Disclaimer, if you know the 40k lore, this video will probably give you an aneurysm.
Spider-Man 2 is really just a fantastic game with an incredible story about friendship, what it means to clean up your house.
Space Marine 2 is gonna fill you up with so much testosterone, okay. You're gonna grow a third nut. That's spare tire, baby. You know what I'm talking about, pimp. This game's gonna get you going to the gym on a Sunday. This'll get your peaches looking like a forest before the McDonaldtorium comes in to add a 400th location. See MJ's jawline? That jaw's folded 1,000 times. That could cut through a cinder block. And you know how...
Like, was her face like that in the first one? Like, I played it on the PS4, but so I don't remember. And then when I played it again on the PS5, I know they totally changed the model for Peter, so I don't remember if MJ was changed as well, so and this was Spider-Man 2, so which I haven't played.
His jawline, that jaw's folded 1,000 times. That could cut through a cinder block. And you know how she got that? By playing Space Marine 2 for 100 hours.
Oh,
and also
so
probably
fun.
About 100 hours of Jawzrsize. Somebody get a sword and use that thing as a whetstone. Space Marine 2 is the antidote to loneliness, the suppression of depressants, the cure for the common man that craves just one moment of absolute
that looks
victory.
so
So if you're complaining
fun.
that this game isn't hard enough, fuck off on back to Dark Souls and every other Souls-like that comes out every time Miyazaki takes a shit. Space Marine 2 is for the dudes that don't have a humiliation kink and need to get their balls stomped on at night because life fucks them enough during the day. They want a fire extinguisher for their pain, not a reward for taking on more. Space Marine...
So I guess this is similar to, or the more gruesome looking EDF, where you just like murder hordes and hordes of enemies. So I mean, I believe Space Marine 1 was similar to that. I haven't really, like I said, I haven't really beaten it, so.
During the day, they want a fire extinguisher for their pain, not a reward for taking on more. Space Marine 2 is for the dudes that don't care about a 40-hour story about
Thad gods learning how to live, laugh, and love again.
They want to serve a god and extend the endangered species list in his name. Space Marine 2 is for those that know
the Emperor's will is the only true will, and understand that the reward for war is not peace, but even more.
It looks so satisfying.
Shooting star leaping to the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing cow, passing fire like raging.
Wait, what?
Brother traitor, they are everywhere. Lead me to the slaughter. I'm gonna go. There's no stopping me. Brother, I am.
Oh, it looks so I said this before, it looks so fun. Hopefully my computer can run it. Hopefully.
First up, let's talk about the story and lore. The story in this game is incredible. I was locked into it just as much as the first game. And that is to say, I was not paying attention at all. Listen, I don't need to know all the details. I don't care why we do what we do.
I care when.
I sweat loyalty and I shit service. The Emperor calls, I answer. That being said, the game has the pacing of a booger sugar binge, the length of a Colombian marching powder rail, the lines go harder than ever, and never miss an opportunity to butcher lore. Quick, strap down the lore goblin before he can get away. We play as the Ultramarines, patron saints of loving what they do and hating who they do it to. And in this game, we are part of a roided up pest extermination squad.
The Purgathon is on, and we're killing bugs, and the occasional disgruntled former employee.
Because in 40K, HR is HK. Got a problem with how the Emperor's running things?
Well, I have a problem with you running. Let me take a look at those legs.
Can you dig it? Good, then dig this. I'll answer 2 more questions. First, you may be wondering, why are we killing all these bugs? Look around. Every game out there nowadays is cats or dogs or something you can pet, but notice how this game has none? That's because the Xenos are eating our dogs under no good Leondros' rule. Bubbles is now barbecue. Barbecue Bubbles, that's what we call them. Second, many people ask, what the fuck's a Space Marine in the first place? A Space Marine is what happens when you force a man through hundreds of years of TRT, then make him take an oath of no bitches. They also have way too much testosterone and crippling ED, making them the newest entry to the litter.
Whoa, what was that?
Also have way too much testosterone and crippling ED.
Space Marines are celibate, yes. They are also sterile. I did not know that, if that lore is true. The genetic and chemical modifications combined with a mindset that's been modified to fit a soldier that lives a constant centuries-long life of war. Space Marines have absolutely no sex drive at all. Even if they wanted to reproduce, they would not be able to get it up, and I guess it goes on.
Making them the newest entry to the literally me genre. They are hatred, they are love, they are the militaristic middle ground between human wave tactics and fuck it, let's nuke the entire planet. And this middle ground is often required because when guardsmen are deployed, their life expectancy can be tracked on an hourglass. Some people get 15 minutes of fame, Imperial Guardsmen get 15 minutes of life.
You're the real heroes. Oh shit, there goes another one.
How's the lore goblin do? Oh, he's dead. Let's talk about gameplay. The combat has gotten even better than the first one. As soon as you boot up this game and get that first chainsword takedown, that third nut's gonna drop like Ubisoft stock. Beat the game and you might just collect all the Dragon Balls. Space Marine 2 plays like a dopamine-fired soul train. You boot it up and it's hard to hop off because it has so much momentum and the core combat is so much fun. And you keep wanting just one more takedown, just one more mission.
Just one more heretic.
Fuck eating, fuck sleeping. You know what you can't do?
Like it reminds me of like the satisfaction for these takedowns reminds me of like the more recent Doom games with like how satisfying that gameplay is. So yeah, it just seems like even not after like the first, not even like the first 100, it doesn't seem like it's gonna get old. Is what I'm trying to say. Like it looks so satisfying and the gameplay seems to be so smooth. I mean, I'm just seeing it from these clips here, so.
One more mission.
Just one more heretic.
Fuck eating, fuck sleeping. You know what you can't do while you're eating? Calling the soul train to run over 100
Oh,
bugs.
jeez,
You know
that's
what you
fast.
can't do while you're sleeping? Evaporate your enemies by running through them. Who needs dreams when your reality is a power fantasy? REM sleep? Bitch, I got a Remington.
The Emperor needs you, brother. Are you man enough to answer the call? Please no. Rejection of this call will result in death. Immediate death. Also, this is not a toll-free call. You're gonna have to pay that too.
A big reason for why this combat feels so good is because Space Marines are the embodiment of impact. Space Marines are big, chunky, 600-pound, muscle-bound Bible thumpers. They run slow, hit hard, and they leverage roid rage to hit even harder. You see a horde, you feel bad for the horde. Yes, you're incapable of taking cover because you are the cover. It still plays like the bastard child of God of War and Gears of War, but now you get even more toys like parrying, yoinking, counter shots, and dodging to help set up even more takedowns.
Nice.
Which takes us into the next thing that puts Space Marine 2 above the ever-increasing amount of bug-killing games, takedowns. Is that one?
What was that? Would use bug footage?
Space Marine 2 above the ever-increasing amount of bug-killing.
Would use bug footage, but I refuse to fight anything but the robots. Is that an actual model in Helldivers? I haven't played that one either.
Does that one bug keep annoying you? The difference between Helldivers and Space Marines is that Helldivers will kill that bug, Space Marines will annihilate them. Look at that takedown. That's one annihilating takedown. My God, that's the best takedown I've ever seen. Shut the fuck up, Ashley. New Fleek's talking now. Current Fleek's talking now. Rip it in half, rip its face off, rip out its fang, then shank him 10 times. Systematically disassemble every last cell in that thing's body. If your nuts don't tingle just looking at this, uninstall them. Double it and give them to the next guy.
Looks
Sure,
so
there's
satisfying.
joy in killing it, but there's an absolute climax in annihilation. Especially with all this Ministry of Love, please. Look away for a second. Especially with all this gore. This is like one of Quentin Tarantino's wet dreams. Without the feet, Ministry. Keep looking that way.
Why the need need for
Okay.
so much gruesome graphic violence? Why not let us...
Because it's so much fun, Jan. Get it, you like?
As for the weapons, starting with the melee, you got the power sword, you got your power fist, you got your power hammer, but you know why they don't have to call it a power chain sword? Because they don't need to convince you. They don't have to subliminally program you just to take a spin, catch one of these Xenos on your blade, and you'll see the power. It's reliable, it's brutal, and when your gore system looks like this, it's the only way to go. Guns-wise, surprisingly, the plasma weapons in this game are pretty good, but they are still plasma weapons, so fuck every last one of them. I don't wait in line, I don't wait for my turn to speak, and I don't wait for marriage. If I go to the airport and my plane isn't there, I leave. I won't be disrespected like that. Henceforth, why would I wait for my gun to charge up? Because it does good damage? Because it's better than every other pistol? I refuse on principle. And that's why the melt-a-gun and the heavy melt-a-gun are the only guns I recognize now that the Storm Bolter didn't make a return. See a horde coming your way? What horde? Shoot damage numbers. I am God. Also, the melt-a-gun's broken in a very...
Range damage. What was that range damage time?
What
10?
horde? Shoot damage numbers. I am God.
So we got kills. Oh no, it was just 10 XP. Okay, I misread that. So, like the melee seems so satisfying, but if I remember right in the first one, the melee attacks require fuel, right? So you can only do the melee chainsword attack of like a limited amount of time. So unless if they like revamped it here, which it seems like it did. So
also, the melt-a-gun's broken in a very helpful way that I'm not gonna say because the haters will sabotage me, but I'm gonna hint that it's on the screen right now. And Saber, if you fix this shit after my elite high-tier commendation of it, I swear to God. Another fantastic thing about this game is the set pieces. Now, I hate commendation of it, I swear to God.
Bolt rifle family is underperforming while melt-a-gun is considered OP. We have noticed a bug where the melt allows us to use it. Oh, they're gonna fix it. It's not a feature.
Another fantastic thing about this game is the set pieces. Now, I hate to get all
it looks
Hollywood
amazing
on you. You get all flaccid, start talking like someone who yanks it to master classes. But the set pieces in this game are awesome. There's armies fighting,
beautiful.
tanks rolling, bombs dropping, bodies burning. You have to do an escort mission, but you're not escorting some damsel in distress.
Oh,
You're escorting
no.
a damsel causing distress. A big old mechanized beauty. I think I feel fourth nut coming in. With how many bad open world games we get these days, I forgot just how alive a nice custom tailored linear action game can feel. But what isn't alive are these AI teammates, and I'm just gonna ever so diplomatically say, what the fuck, and then submit to you the following evidence. Yeah, get him, war, get him, war. Now get that tank down. Where are you going?
Wow.
Right about now, let's say you've bought...
The AI is being far more A than I, as one internet historian would say.
Where are you going?
That's so weird.
Right about now, let's say you've bought Space Marine 2, ensured the continuance of your bloodline, but the game finished before you did. What now? Let me introduce you to the PvP mode.
PvP?
Just kidding, never mind. This mode's actually pretty fucking shit. Let me introduce you to the wow, what a bad mode. One of the worst. So bad. Let me introduce you to the PvE mode known as Operations. This is my shit, asterisk. Not only do you get more missions, but you get more customization. It's like Barbie, but for big, strong, manly, tough guys like you and I.
Brother, does this red make my cheeks look big?
But I'll warn you in advance, customization comes with a risk. You may choose yellow because it shows off your cheery personality, but welcome to Warhammer 40k, where that means you gun down civilians for fun. You may choose black because you want to look cool, but that actually means you have no dick and no balls. That's right, the Black Templars engage in Dick Chopicus Offitorium. Now, do I know that for a fact? Hell no. But if enough people repeat it, it'll become a fact. Think you can get around the accusations by going dark gray? Well, now you're in the most racist Space Marine chapter in the universe. I chose purple because I wanted to be a pimp Marine, but then someone told me that means I'm a turncoat that betrayed the Emperor to get some Slanussy.
What? No way! I'm so shocked.
That's true.
I guess I'll just wait here for the Slanesh to come pick me up then.
And if you really want to have a good time, mix and match the colors, using each one to represent a different heinous crime you like to to commit. Better yet, maybe you like to commit them all, and in that case, put the whole rainbow on your armor. Show that you're open to anything. Now, as fair warning, the PvE does introduce leveling and class systems, and this does change the dynamic a bit because you have to constantly up the difficulty to upgrade your gear, and that's gonna throw off the power fantasy until you can get that gear. So whereas the campaign's entirely this, that was too fucking easy. Run that back, run that back. I want to kill that boss again. Operations mode is more like this.
One move left. Hey, thank you for dying. I'm here to give you a big old hug. Thank you for dying when you did. Thank you for dying when you did. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you've done for me.
But the takeaway here shouldn't be don't play this mode. It should be don't play this class in this mode because Assault is ass. It's in the name. His special ability is dying. You know what? Let me splooge some wisdom on you. Here's your definitive guide to classes. You ready?
I mean, but before he goes into this, like, out of these classes, I would assume Assault will be the general beginner's class, like the all-arounder, right? You have these, like not evenly, but easy to get used to characters. Like for me, out of these, I would probably pick the sniper first, just because, I mean, I tend to play that role first in games like these, like to my detriment. But either that or I don't know. I don't know what the Vanguard Bulwark do in this game. So I assume heavy will be like the heavy weapons, heavy armor, all that, but super slow. Tactical is more light on the weapons, but more mobile and maybe have more abilities. So we'll see.
Is dying. You know what? Let me splooge some wisdom on you. Here's your definitive guide to classes. You ready? Vanguard's like playing as an overweight cloaker, but at least you get all your weapons. Bulwark's the class you play when Vanguard's taken. Tactical's like playing as Titus minus all the good secondaries in rage mode. Assault.
Wait. He said like when it's taken, so you can't have a full team of like the same class. That or is it like one? Is it like one class per team or something like that?
Vanguard's taken. Tactical's like playing as Titus minus all the good secondaries in rage mode. Assault and Sniper's like playing as the Make-A-Wish Marines. Your teammates are just happy if you're alive. And Heavy is a class you don't think about at all until you see him at the top of the leaderboard for most kills and most damage done.
Emperor, protect the melted gun from nerfs.
Alright, maybe not definitive, but I got the shit on Assault one last time, so it was worth it. And if you disagree with me,
then I disagree with you, your bloodline, and your entire homeworld being alive. Exterminatus, bitch!
Alright. Wow. It looks so satisfying. And it looks so fun too.
Loser Leandros loves this mode because he can lose even more. That loser. What a loser.
We could have been so good together!
Alright then.
I double dog dare you.
Thanks to the Imperium of Pimps for funding this video, and another huge thanks to all the pimpers for expanding the Exterminatus Fund. I will see you all for another video very soon. Alright, goodbye. Alright, goodbye. Alright, goodbye. Alright, goodbye. Alright, goodbye.
Alright. Yeah.
Brother, where are we?
Wait, what? So, yeah, I'll probably pick this up when it's on sale or something. I have too much on my plate right now, so it just looks fun. Like, it looks satisfying. It looks fun to play, and like you said, like the story, it's there, but it doesn't really matter since you're having so much fun. And yeah, I guess I won't be playing the sniper or the assault. Sadly, like I would have. So I feel like sniper would be good if there's more distance, but from the clips I've seen, everything has been more like in your face and close ranged. But then again, like most of the attacks have been like melee, so that would make sense. So yeah, it seems fun. It seems really fun. I might pick it up, like I said, and that was a good video. That was a good video. So. Yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.